Hey, yo, what's good? It's your boy, Derek Branch of SportsView360.com, covered the New Orleans Saints. And it was another loss on the Saints 2024 schedule. They lose to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers by a score of 51-27. They're now on a four-game losing streak, and they fall to a record of 2-4. They have not won a game since blowing out the Dallas Cowboys at their place and having a second line out in the city of Arlington after that game. And what's interesting about that is that a lot of, from based on what I've seen from a lot of Dallas people, they like to rub it in that the Saints have not won a game since having that second line um, in the city of Arlington. However, the Cowboys are having problems of their own where they're getting blown out by the Detroit Lions, I believe 40-69 right now. So both teams trash right now. But back to the game, Saints. Looks like this team just quit on Dennis Allen, man. Just from my opinion, based on what I've seen in that second half, because between the first half of this game and the second half of this game, it's like we saw two different teams. Two different teams. The game started off, looked like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were about to run away with it. I believe it was like 17-3, 17-0, running away with it, shutting out the Saints. And then the Saints just came in and started fighting back. Took the lead in the game. Had the lead going into halftime. It was, I believe, 27-24. Saints had took the lead. Rallied after put up a few touchdowns. Defense had forced turnovers, doing what they do. Then the second half, I don't know what happened in the locker room. I don't know what they put in the Gatorade. The team just looked like they just got the soul sucked away from them. It's like the Monstars came in and just zapped the powers away, zapped the abilities away. The Monstars came in. That was like a different football team in that second half. Players injured. Tyrann Mathieu left the game. Chris Olave had another concussion. You already was down Taysom Hill. It just caved in. For whatever reason, this team just gave up on Dennis Allen. And that team, crazy about it is that they forced 3 turnovers and lose the game. Their defense forced 3 turnovers and then allowed 51 points and lost the game. Kind of similar to what we saw in Philadelphia against the Philadelphia Eagles, where they forced 2 turnovers, a block punt, and lose the game. That's just baffling to me, man. Baffling. And these problems are not new with the Saints. These problems are not new. They had this same issues last year, injuries. The year before that, injuries. So what's going on, man? Why is this team coming into training camp with these injuries under Dennis Allen? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't like the way this team played, bro. I don't like the way this team played. I don't. That's concerning. That this team has never. This is like the first time that this team, I could say, gave up on Dennis Allen. This is the worst. I mean, this is like the worst loss in the Dennis Allen tenure. This defense gave up. They forced 3 turnovers, but they gave up over 500 yards of offense. 500 yards of offense. Terrible. I have never seen this from a Dennis Allen team. In regards to Spencer Rattler, he did okay. He did okay. He had his moments where he played like an NFL starter. But in that same token, he played like a rookie. In certain instances out there, he played like a rookie. So I seen some posts out there talking about bye-bye Derek Carr. Derek Carr lost his job. Nah, bro. He ain't lost his job, bro. He ain't lost his job. He ain't lost his job. Based on how that team looked today, they didn't lost his job. If Carr played, maybe they would have won that game. But I mean, a lot of people were hyping Spencer Rattler up, thinking that he was the next big thing out there, comparing him to Patrick Mahomes and all that. I just really didn't say nothing. I really didn't say nothing, but I didn't really respond to anybody's posts out there, put them down or anything like that. I just kind of just wait and see, sit back. I supported the decision to start him, but I knew in the back of my mind that this guy is about to go into something that's difficult, a very difficult situation. But he handled it well though. With a battered offensive line. In that second half, Todd Bowles' defense adjusted, and they got to him. They got after him. The team, they couldn't move the ball. They couldn't do nothing. Couldn't move the ball through the air or through the ground. Tackling. This team has been struggling with tackling since last week against the Chiefs. It was bad. This week it was just unraveled. Like tackling just unraveled, man. They gotta go do tackling drills ASAP. They gotta go back to the basics, man. Real talk. Awful performance. So what lies ahead? You play Denver now, Denver is coming off a loss to the Los Angeles Chargers, 23-13, I believe. They lost that game. So you play them. And what's significant about this game coming up on Thursday is that it's the homecoming, the return of Sean Payton to play against his former team. And he is going to win that game. He wants to win that game. He has this game circled on his calendar since last year. He wants to come in and win this game. Now, will he try to be petty Sean Payton and try to run up the score? Maybe. But I don't see that happening with Bo Nix. Because they're one of the worst offenses in the NFL. Now, Denver's defense is no joke. To me, they played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. They dropped 27 points on. That pales in comparison to the Denver Broncos. This is like right now, for Todd Bowles, this is not a good Buccaneers defense. Right now. But next week you can face something serious though. And if you lose that game, it won't be nothing nice. The screams, the chance to fire Dennis Allen will grow louder and louder. It'll grow louder and louder because you'll be 2-5 by that time. And the more games you lose, that increase your chances of getting a high first round draft pick. You know what I mean? So I'm not in the camp of anointing Spencer Rattler as the next guy. Because if you can get somebody that's an upgrade, a clear upgrade over him, like a Shedeur Sanders, we need to do it. Or a Cam Ward, a Nussmeier. I like what I said of Gary Nussmeier. We need to do it. Let's not waste any more time with this. But Dennis Allen, the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. Injuries was one thing. The injury excuse is one thing, right? But the team quitting on you, the team checking out on you is another. This team checked out on Dennis Allen. Because they had a camera on Marshawn Lattimore on the sideline. He just looked dejected. Dude looked dejected. Tell me that's not the team checking out on you. And then another thing, Lattimore didn't even shadow Mike Evans today. They had him on Paulson Adebo. They put Paulson Adebo on Mike Evans. So what's up with that? You know what I mean? So Saints got to regroup, man. They got to have a come to Jesus meeting, bro. A come to Jesus meeting, players only meeting soon, bro. Because you're in the short week. And I don't think Gayle Benson is going to fire Dennis Allen after the Denver game. If they lose that game, I don't think they're gonna fire. I think Derek Carr's gonna come back though. Not this week, but the week when they play the Chargers. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, he could get all of the key players back by then. You know, because you get that extra rest after coming off a Thursday night game. But tough loss to the New Orleans Saints. Tough loss by the New Orleans Saints. They lose by a score of 51-27. Their worst loss during the tenure of the Dennis Allen era. Up next, they play the Denver Broncos. So we just gotta wait and see how it's all gonna play out. Okay. All right, so that's y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel. What were your thoughts on today's defeat by the New Orleans Saints against Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Check out sportsview360.com/Saints for latest content, written content on the New Orleans Saints organization. Have a blessed day. Peace. I'm out.